Okay, it's 7:18 a.m., August 3rd, 2025. This is not the normal beat that I'm reporting. This is not. No. When you average it out, this is not the normal beat. Okay, within the last 2 minutes, there was a massive chemical weapons attack. All this shit happened to me, okay? I almost raced. It wasn't at me. I concretely know that. This is not the normal beat, but I am to report everything a witness. So, over towards the 1503 where they do the, it's so disgusting and horrific, okay? They do the organ harvesting super center over that way. And also where when they're there, because you can hear them to outer space and back, is part of their tactics. When they're there, they are also engaged in physical armed combat, and there's always explosive weapons that are in this house after they come. Okay. All right. So you heard all these car doors within a 3-minute range. We'll explain it. I'll talk about it. It must be told so people know, okay, what happened here. And I'm not the only person here. Remember, the good military does massive documentation of this, which is what you really want, and you'll have it, okay? But you have mine too. I'm a victim of all this crap and hiding in my fucking room still. I can't come fucking out. And this is precisely why. Okay, I don't mean to take it out on the public when I start cussing. I'm fucking panicked, okay? I'm just being myself. Nobody's perfect, okay? You can tell by looking at me I'm not perfect. We all have flaws. Some are visible, some are just our personality, you know? I'm not a fucking perfect person, and I'm panicked and I start to cuss and I start to ramble and I start to yell at people. I wish I didn't behave like that, okay? I'm absolutely fucking panicked. Here come muffler, muffler, muffler. Hold on, they're raging down the road in their fucking muffler cars. My God. Okay, hold on. I have to take a breath. Okay. So within a 3-minute range, boom, boom, boom. All these motherfuckers show up with these cars and they bang, boom, boom. They've arrived, right? It's part of their tactics. Within 3 minutes or less, all this gas just filled up near this parameter enough to kill exactly their people and just gas me almost to livid death. And I'm about to race. I'm hunched over. We know everything. I'm going to skip through and not discuss the physical effects because I've made it clear enough. Okay, so I'm getting sick as it gets in here. There's all this goddamn gas. The gas goes and goes and goes for at least 3 entire minutes. It just never stops. I'm starting to make plans of where to race, how to race. I've got to get the poison out. And then by the time I was about to just diarrhea everywhere, it stopped. So my body stopped and now I'm okay. I don't have to race, which is good because I really can't be going out there. There is a bomb in my bathroom. There's constantly dead bodies and there's fucking psychopaths that at any moment crawl through these goddamn holes they carved out. I can't go out there. I'd be a mad woman to go out there. I was the right call to just eat saltines. Okay, I have to stay on point. This is not about my survival story. I'm sorry. All right. So then the boom, boom, booms, and you can hear them. It's construction. I know, okay? They don't care how bizarre they are. They do construction on Christmas morning. They're fucking terrorists. I've witnessed them consecutive years doing construction on Christmas Eve. Yeah, hey, yeah, ha. And you'll hear, yeah, they'll be talking like that. Yeah, ha, ha. You know, just loud. You can tell, okay, this is a U.S. citizen. Often it was African American. Often it was white men. That's the main ones. And this is for the military. They know it too, okay? If there was other ones and they weren't as loud, well, the military knows it. I don't need to. All right. And then they boom and they hear all these screeching tools and construction gear on fucking Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, Sunday morning. They're just here. They operate their super center of organ harvesting, and they operate their explosive fucking weapons. And they declared war on my constitution. They've declared war on my sovereign territory. They've declared war on my capital city. They've declared war on the United States. They're domestic terrorists. They're in a violent uprising, and they have to be bombed to bits. All right. As soon as that happened, all the gas just came and just kept coming, okay? And then it stopped, like I just said, at the times and how strong it was. Okay. And then right after the gas was done, there was a few more boom, boom of car doors, like they're all here packing in, boom, boom, we're here. And this happens almost all the time. They're doing that for the folks that just got fucking blasted with gas. And they're not alive anymore. Those people are not alive. There's a pile of bodies somewhere down there. I assume the gas is coming from down. I assume it's coming from that compartment I sit over, where I report they're always under, doing terrible violent crimes, including explosive weapons. Or I assume it's coming, the gas is being blasted into 1511. I don't know. I've witnessed and will never forget the gas being blasted in the tunnels they fucking constructed with their obvious outright in your face fucking construction workers. All right, so I don't know, okay, but it's coming and you can feel it. You panic. Anyways, I'll pass that. And then it's all quiet now. But what I said out loud to myself was, oh my God, there's a pile of dead bodies somewhere. And I said, the military, I said this just to myself. I said, Heidi, the military can't have this endless horror show where they, like I just said, that super center, 1503, these houses down there, just chopping up bodies. The military can't have this just endless horror show. And the court's getting involved, saying it's ours. We're bringing the cops in. This is ours. The courts have declared it ours. It's not yours. They're telling the military that. They're telling the military with all this aircraft that they can't have this compound. The cops can have it. It's theirs, and the courts have declared that. The courts have declared this is a state that sponsors the most unheard of, barbaric violence. The people who are pounding those car doors think this is a regular day to chop into a body. There's a pile of fucking bodies again. You smell it everywhere. When they're decomposing the corpses. Yeah. Okay, oh man. What I am to report, I have to put it into the headline in plain English, is that gas attack prevented a gang of armed, uniformed police officers from coming in the front door. Okay, that's what I mean by the city justifiably has to be bombed and gutted by a military force with justice and civility. It's not another guerrilla group. It's a literal military professional, so on and so forth, authorized. They have authorization. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not me. I'm a civilian, technically, legally. I'm a civilian, okay? Legally, facts on paper, I have no weapons. Okay, so we have a terror group, which is the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. They use their police as executioners. They use their police as some sort of special force groups. They give anyone that they want, the uniform. You don't really know if they're actually a licensed police officer. They're just armed and in a uniform. They show up in a squad car and they're just marching in. And who knows what they would have done to me. Because of the people that just got gassed, it stopped that gang of cops from coming up. The police here and the U.S. federal law enforcement that I've witnessed in here, walking around, I've documented it, will literally never stop until they are forced to stop. And that force will be military strikes by authorized professional. You know what I'm saying? A legitimate military, not some vigilante civilian. It's not complete anarchy, okay? Law and order will be restored by professionals, okay? Not by vigilantes. It's not that bad. Okay, it feels like it sometimes. I certainly have felt like that. But it's not. There's still an authority. As much as I rebel from authority, there is still an authority that has the skill and the expertise to strike this city. It's certainly not me. I don't have that skill set. Okay? So I'll respect that authority to that extent. I just generally shy away from authority. That can be good. To question authority, yes. However, I have learned in life that I'm glad that they are there, that authority is there. They have the skill set. Okay, let's not argue that. And they have the expertise. We can't argue that to strike this city. I don't. So what are we arguing? You want to philosophically argue authority? Okay, go ahead. Do that all day, Heidi. Enjoy. I'll win my case. I'm sure I will. I'll win this fight on authority. But when it comes down to it, dude, like what was happening here, no. I'm buckled over. I'm about to race. There's all this gas, all this pounding. They're here. You want that authority. I'm praising God for that authority. And I'm waiting for them to do it, okay? And I'm praising God right now that a gang of cops didn't come in here. Dirty, criminal, violent offenders in police uniform to come lay into an unarmed civilian woman. I'm praising God those cops didn't come. Have a good morning. Goodbye.